Warning, this podcast contains bad words and stories about drugs and sex and overthrowing the government. Proceed with caution. Thank you. And now on to our show. Wake up, brother, we got nothing to do. Let's go outside, just me and you, and build a fort. We'll pack a lunch, won't be home till after dark. Then after dinner we can sneak back out. You know that high school girl I've been telling you about? Well, she gets undressed about 8:45, and we can watch her do it from the big old pine next door. She got a room on the second floor. Well, looks like another fucked up day in paradise. Almost too hot. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day in the bathtub. Beautiful day in the bathtub. It's the Daughter of Godcast, Season 4, Choice, Episode 138, Buffalo. Much better. I'm feeling much better, but I just ain't recovered my full spunkadelica quite yet. I tried running today and I kind of puttered out. This might be a 2-week influenza. For those of you who are tuning in for the very first time or haven't tuned in a while, I've got the flu. I've had it now for just about a week, maybe a little bit less, a day less. I might be halfway through at this point. I'm definitely feeling a lot better than I did the first 2 or 3 days. I definitely am feeling better than I did in episode 137. Oregano oil. But this is now episode 138, Buffalo. And yes, I am feeling better. A little better all the time. I promised myself that I would no longer do spoilers on the Daughter of Godcast or on dog.movie. If you want spoilers, there are spoilers galore at y.movie, www.y.movie. What this podcast is about is the latest news and the glorious quest to finish Daughter of God and have it be amazing. Let's see here. So, what latest news do we have to share? Even though we've been sick, feeling a little bad, what news do we have to share? Well, we've been doing production. Yes, we have, for Joe's Travels. So, I've been doing this both by myself and with Melanie. So to explain the production we've been doing, it requires a tiny bit of backstory, but I don't really think these are spoilers. Just backstory. There's a difference between backstory or story and spoilers, where you kind of give away everything. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes to have everything given to them. They like to be teased. Everybody likes a little bit of teasing. It's what you're here on the planet for. A little bit of teasing, a little bit of striving, a little bit of dreaming. Yes. Okay, so I'm here. I'm here to deliver that to you. So in episode 135, Sparks, we had a little, what would it be? An excerpt, thank you, from the People's Poetry Slam scene that we shot the week before. Uncle Joe is there. He's at the People's Poetry Slam, and he watches a box burn. This is no ordinary box. This is a Mediatronic box. Oh, by the way, do you notice that we're going to go right through here? We're not going to do any edits. Yeah, we're working from an outline today. Hang on, I might be a little out of focus. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, I got a little bit more stuff we can see now. But it's no ordinary box. No, that he watches burn. It's a Mediatronic box, and it's leaking divinity. The box gives Joe a message that sends him searching, traveling on foot initially, eventually via rowboat, and then maybe even more modes of transportation show up for Joe. Okay, so later in this episode, we'll take a peek at the footage and request feedback from you. Yes, this is a episode requesting feedback. Hang on, let's have a little drink of this blue water. Blue water. That was a little more than a drink, huh? That was quite a bit of a drinkage. All right. So, after Act 3 of Daughter of God, Uncle Joe, he becomes Buffalo Joe. He throws away his magic rock and becomes a wandering bard. He's in that incarnation, that wandering bard incarnation in the People's Poetry Slam. And that's why I'm wearing this beard still, because there's still some stuff to shoot for Buffalo Joe. Buffalo Joe. Hey, you know what? Let me just dunk for a second, okay? That would be really swell if I could dunk, and I'll come right back. So here we go. You won't see me. I'm going to go under the water, which is like right here. This is about 8 inches above the water right here where my hands are. Okay, so right below this is the water. You're going to not see me, but you will hear me. You might see some part of my body. I might put my hand up. Okay, so as long as you see my hand, you know I haven't drowned. So nobody panic. And don't call 911 because this is a recording, okay? Not going to do any good. Everything you're watching happened a long, long time ago. Okay, here we go. That wasn't too scary, was it? It was maybe 30 seconds. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, blessings. Blessings. All right, so after Act 3 of Dog, Uncle Joe becomes Buffalo Joe. He throws away his magic rock and becomes a wandering bard. And so we saw that in the excerpt of the People's Poetry Slam that you can access via episode 136 Sparks. And you can see that there. That's the first time you guys have ever seen Buffalo Joe. He might show up a little bit earlier in the movie as he proceeds to travel to the People's Poetry Slam. But anyway, there he is. And again, that's why I'm keeping this beard until I have all the Buffalo Joe sequences in the can, as they say. And I don't mean bathroom. I mean like film used to be developed and then put in a round can. And that's why they call it in the can. When that stuff is shot and digitally fixated on medium, on zeros and ones, magnetic. Okay, so Melanie made Joe's awesome buffalo cloak out of synthetic Mongolian sheep fur. I have Tibetan here, but it's wrong. It's actually Mongolian sheep fur. Faux Mongolian sheep fur, which I originally bought way back when, I think in 2016, to transform the Honda XR650 Enduro motorbike into a steampunk buffalo, copying Guy on a Buffalo video. If you've never seen it, maybe I'll put it somewhere. Maybe over here. Guy in a Buffalo video. Cue the Guy in the Buffalo video.
One day the guy on the buffalo was cruising around through the plains, seen a bear, and he thought to himself, oh man, I gotta get away from the bear. Hope he don't chase, oh no, he's gonna chase me. Oh no, I better just turn around and chase him back. 'Cause guess what? I'm on a buffalo. Guy on a buffalo. Hey bear, bet you didn't know you was chasing a guy on a buffalo. Look out, just watch him go. A guy on a buffalo. Oh no, it's a guy on a buffalo. A guy on a buffalo.
Anyway, it's all over YouTube. Just search for it. Anyway. So, stand by just a minute. I just love podcasting from the bathtub. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. No wonder that guy no wonder that guy in which was it? Somewhere in the Hitchhiker's Guide series, the captain of the ship who captained the ship from the bathtub. Oh, he was nice. He knew what he was about. So we didn't have enough wool blankets to cover everyone, so I had to sacrifice my Mongolian sheep fur, faux fur, and it turns out that they don't make that awesome stuff anymore in black. They have other colors, but they don't have black. So that was it. That stuff got turned into my Buffalo Joe robes. So I'm out in the forest. I'm out in the forest today, wearing my faux fur, and I felt sort of transformed. Part of it's just that it's spring in northern Michigan, and part of it was that I was just in the Sleeping Bear National Lakeshore, which is just freaking amazing. Plus there was on top of those two things, there was some magic that happened. It's not a real buffalo robe. It's not even a real sheep fur. It's nasty petroleum synthetic fur. And yet, being in character, in costume, walking in the world of the daughter of God, my imagination, something changed. Even after I got home, I kept the robe on. The cloak. I was walking around the house. I could still feel magic, and it's like a sparkling cloud of energy. Sounds so cliche, but it's like a sparkling cloud of something else, of moreness in my experience. And I called Melanie and talked about that a little bit, and we talked about how plants. She actually brought this up: how plants and animals are considered sacred, but so is everything else. She was saying that everything is sacred. The sacred is ubiquitous. Opening up to the environment everything becomes alive anyway. Once that opening happens, life is everywhere. It feels like, to me. All right, well, yeah, I mean, that's like I would describe it as sort of a shamanic thing happening. I didn't need to have an actual animal fur on my body. I just had to be in the right place, in the right inner place, and having on me the garment that is intended to be worn by a character who is somewhat transcendent in this movie. And then to be, okay, I'm taking on the persona of this transcendent being. And what do you know? Transcendence happens. All right, well, let's watch some video and get your feedback. How do Buffalo Joe's travels feel for you so far? What we're showing you now. And roll it. That's the Daughter of Godcast, episode episode 138, Buffalo. I'm running at low power, still neutralizing the latest variant of weaponized flu from the military, pharmaceutical, and entertainment complex. The Facebook flu, I'm calling it. Felt oddly compelled to look at Facebook a lot while I've had this. But not to worry. No, my friends. I'm going to reverse engineer and then recompile this bad boy of a virus, and then we can infect the whole world with irrational joy just to be alive, or create a yearning for the thunder of migrating buffalo herd 10,000 strong.